Even if you wanted to help, you can't, because how do you know that that bag is genuine or doesn't have anything illegal? So never trust anyone when you are traveling with a luggage. Even a small parcel can put you to jail, or you can lose your freedom forever. Even just a parcel can put you, because very small amounts of these illegal things can be smuggled, and it's worth thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars. So it's very dangerous. Never accept to while on your flight or your trip or your itinerary, never carry a luggage for a stranger. Never. Somebody you don't know. You might lose your freedom forever just by being that cool and nice person you are trying to help. Not everybody is good. Some people have very bad intentions, ill motives, and they don't care whether you rot in jail or they don't care. The moment you are got, they vanish. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This one will be a little bit noisy because the AC is on. I'm in my car, so I'm happy that you are here for this short video. Today's video is on immigration and the challenges some people face at the immigration. Many people have been traveling around the world. I've also traveled a little bit, and from what I've been watching lately, and of how people are faced with challenges while trying to cross the borders to another country. Sometimes it's because of very small issues or nitty-gritties, things which, if someone paid attention or was keen enough, they would not be blocked or returned back to their country or deported, if you like. And it's basic, but normally these things will happen to people who are traveling first time, in most cases, who don't know what they will face at the borders or the immigration. So the most common type of visa which face a lot of scrutiny is the visitors visa, because the immigration, somehow, as much as you have a visa, they still have an option of cancelling it if they suspect that you are not consistent or something is not right. So what are these? I'll just pick like 4 which I've gathered over for the few years I've traveled, and having stayed in a foreign country for a while, I can pick like four issues which will really help new people or people who are traveling for the first time, or even people who have traveled for a while, but they might ignore some of these things. The first one and the most important is, if you are traveling with a visitor's visa, the purpose of your visit has to be consistent. At the day when you are applying the visa, and all through your travel across the immigration points and all that, you have to be consistent. If your purpose was to visit a country and attend a wedding and come back, let it be consistent like that. Don't go while you are in another airport you start saying, oh, I'm going to buy one or two things and return back. Let your purpose be consistent. If you are attending a wedding, if it's a college graduation, let it be consistent. The purpose has to be consistent, and don't change it, because now it will bring confusion, and you'll be suspected, kind of. You'll be a person of interest because your story is not adding up. So the purpose of visit should be the same all through, because if you introduce other things, then it means you are not clear. Your travel plans are not clear, and your visa can be cancelled if there's no clear explanation as to the purpose of your trip. The other one is funding. So while you are traveling, you have to be sure that you have enough funding for your travel, or a clear explanation as to how your cost of living, or how you will survive, or how the whole trip will be funded, has to be clear. If there's somebody who is sponsoring you, let it be clear, and let that person know, because they will call the person to confirm if this is true. If somebody is sponsoring you, if somebody is accommodating you, they'll call that person. So don't assume. So let it be clear the purpose of the how you are going to fund the trip has to be clear. That's number 2. And that one includes the medical cover, because that's the insurance, because in most cases it's a requirement that you are covered with an insurance. So that has to be clear too. Then the other one is a place of residence. So if you are going to an hotel, an hostel, let it be clear. Let it be clear, the address and everything. So sometimes, because most of these people who smuggle illegal things, their hotels and trips are paid for by different people. So sometimes the immigration will ask you, do you have the card which you used to pay this trip or to book accommodation and all that? They want to be sure that you are in charge of your trip. And if you are not in charge, then you have to be clear who is in charge, who is doing it for you. And they might even go to an extent of inquiring more about that person. What does he do? Where does he or she live, and all that? So in everything you have to be honest, because the moment you raise some suspicion, there'll be extra scrutiny which might affect your travels. And the moment your visa across the border or anywhere has some red flags in it, it will really damage your reputation. So no need to face such challenges. So if somebody is going, a relative is going to accommodate you, or a friend, or any other person, let that person know that you are going. And also that person needs to be aware of everything about your trip, because they'll be asked, they'll be told, oh, do you know so and so? And they'll say yes. Are you expecting them? Yes. Things like that. Otherwise, if the other person is not aware, they might say they don't know, because it's true, you did not inform them. So they might unintentionally inconvenience you, because you didn't inform them, even if it's somebody you know. So let them know that you are traveling, because they'll be called without you even knowing. The officers will move aside, they called the person you've indicated there. The other guy on the other end will say, no, I'm not aware, and right away your visa will be cancelled and you're returned back to your country, or wherever you came from. So that you have to be honest all through. Okay, so the last one, which is very serious, is carrying luggages for strangers. And I have one experience which some time back when we were traveling back to Africa with my family. There was another lady who started, who I don't know, I think she thought that we were so innocent. What? I not necessarily innocent, but she thought that we are that gullible. And she started saying, oh, there's I don't even know that explanation. She said the bag was left accidentally by someone who has already traveled. So if you can kindly, because you have, so at that time we are not carrying a lot, we had few. So she knew our bag can be checked in with us because we didn't have a lot of things. So even if you wanted to help, you can't, because how do you know that that bag is genuine or doesn't have anything illegal? So never trust anyone when you are traveling with a luggage. Even a small parcel can put you to jail, or you can lose your freedom forever. Even a parcel, even just a parcel can put you, because very small amounts of these illegal things can be smuggled, and it's worth thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars. So it's very dangerous. Never accept to while on your flight or your trip or your itinerary, never carry a luggage for a stranger. Never. Somebody you don't know. You might lose your freedom forever just by being that cool and nice person you are trying to help. Not everybody is good. Some people have very bad intentions, ill motives, and they don't care whether you rot in jail or they don't care. The moment you are got, they vanish. So that one, that lady, when she tried that, I told her off. I was even actually angry, because I was so shocked that somebody can think that I'm that foolish or gullible. So I just imagine how did this lady even think that she can trick me like that? So I don't care whether she was genuine or not, but you can't do that. You can't do that. And in most cases, those people, once you get the bag, they vanish. You will never see them. You will not say, because you don't know them. They are strangers. So if the whatever they were planning fails, they disappear. If it succeeds, they connect you with someone across the border or something like that. So never carry anything for a stranger. So I saw a clip the other day of a lady who was the trip was paid. She was invited another country. I think it was Ethiopia. The trip was paid by the other guy. I don't know whether they made online or something like that. Then they bought a new briefcase or a bag. Then she was told to carry that now to I think is it home country or something like that. But then the authorities found out, because the bag itself, the new bag itself, actually had illegal substances in it, in the frame, inside the bag itself. Not even the contents of the bag. The frame of the bag. The officers drilled the bag and they found that there were substances inside. So it's that crazy. So this was an innocent lady who will rot in jail for forever, for life, because some of these countries, those things are punishable by life imprisonment. Places like Thailand, most of the Asian countries, you don't joke with that. You lose your life, your freedom forever. So those are the few things I saw that issue, and I said let me just talk about it. That's the basic rules while you are traveling. Don't trust people. Someone just because you met an acquaintance, you just met, then they tell you, I have my brother or my sister at the other end of the of the border. Once you reach there, give them this, and it's a total stranger. You will lose your freedom. You'll never see your family again. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to touch on a little bit. I will see you next time. Bye bye.